will be song number 125. 125. All right, so I'm going to start this morning saying some things cause a little fear in some people, or it might cause some controversy. So I want to apologize right off the bat for that. Lockdown, quarantine, shelter in place, safe at home. Now I'm just going to start right off the bat by saying this is not going to be a pro and con of what's going on in the situation, the current situation. I'm just going to discuss these concepts that I've talked about as they compare to spiritual protection and how they tie into spiritual protection. But during this time of quarantine, there's been a lot of focus on staying safe. And over time, there's been various terms that have been used for this lockdown, for this quarantine. And many of these terms carry with them preconceived notions. Let's take, for example, the first one that we started, shelter in place. Now, before coronavirus came around, that was usually associated with tornadoes or hurricanes, things like that. When you heard shelter in place, well, the Red Cross defines shelter in place as selecting a small interior room with no or few windows and taking refuge there. So it carries with it the whole idea of impending danger. When you hear shelter in place, there's danger, high. So Governor Cuomo was one of the first ones to address this. He said, shelter in place is a scary term for people. I believe communication is important, and I believe words are important. Say what you mean, don't say what might alarm people. So then we started hearing stay-at-home orders. So that kind of gives the idea of isolation, protection, but then it kind of sounds like a demand. Stay at home. So we started seeing some pushback from that. And so people started feeling like it was a prison. So then we started hearing safe at home, safer at home. So safe at home sounds a lot more peaceful. Just like when we're safe in the arms of Jesus. Your home can be sanctuary. Now, I don't know about y'all, but safe at home is very peaceful. So it didn't really give the peace that it should. But so David used much protection and peace that comes from God. So I want to start looking at 2 Samuel 22. Now, this is commonly known as David's Song of Deliverance. He wrote this while he was hiding out from Paul, which he did really need shelter from. Saul, excuse me. Constantly after him and chasing him around everywhere. So if you turn with me to that, we'll read the first 4 verses of that. And just think about all the imagery that's built into this, just one section. And David spoke to the Lord on the day when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all of his enemies, from the hand of Saul. And he said, the Lord is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and horn of salvation, my stronghold, my refuge, my Savior. You save me from violence. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am safe. Wow, there's so many different images that come to our mind there. And they're even more vivid in their mind because of the battle that they had, the things of battle that they had. So during this time of COVID-19, there's been a lot of focus on physical safety, but today I want to talk about spiritual safety, the safety that comes only from God and His Son, Jesus Christ. But we see some of the same ideas that we see throughout David's Psalms and throughout the Old and New Testament. Scriptures that are associated with security in God and Christ. So He is our shelter, protecting us from impeding danger, but also our impenetrable fortress that isolates us so that we can walk in and surround it and protect it. But again, He's also our refuge of safety to hold us and support us and comfort us. So I want to start with the first one, that idea of shelter. When David was in exile running from Saul, he and his men needed physical shelter, physical safety. And they were seeking that anywhere they could find it, often in caves. In Psalm 55:8, he's reaching out for physical shelter. He said, I would hurry to find the shelter from the raging wind and tempest. But the shelter he relied on most was not this physical shelter from the elements, but shelter from God. Psalm 27:5, he says, For he will hide me in the day of He will consent. He will lift me high upon the rock. In Psalm 3:3-4, he says, But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. A crowd of cries answered me from this holy hill. So he can protect us here on earth, but he can also protect us spiritually. Because we too are constantly being stalked by an impending outside force, an impending enemy, an impending danger. First Peter talks about Satan as a roaring lion that is constantly seeking someone to devour. In Ephesians, Paul talks about the fiery darts of Satan that come our way. He also describes the shield of faith that can protect us. David talks about this in Psalm 91, which the whole psalm itself is about that protection. He says, He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find rest. His faithfulness is the shield of the body. Now, the first part, under his wings you'll find rest and trust. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I want to look at the two images he has there at the end, the shield and the buckler. Now, I know that probably everyone out here knows what a shield is. It's more defensive. If your body, you can hide behind it. But maybe not what a buckler is. A buckler is like a shield. Is that God's faithfulness is not just defensive, but it's also offensive. We can use His faithfulness to help us attack and to help us fight against things that are coming towards us. Help us save. The great image that He has a shield. So we need to help us fight against sin and temptation, things that come our way. In Ephesians 6:13, which is when Paul is talking about the whole armor, therefore take the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand firm. So we stand firm in that shelter, beneath that shelter. Now, the next two terms I want to talk about, David likes at least 3 or 4 places that he puts them together. And that's the idea of a fortress and a refuge. Now, a lot of us might think those are sort of the same thing, and there's not a lot of overlap. But why would he use 2 words that meant the same thing? So I want to look at each one of those. But first, let's look at some of the places he used it side by side. In Psalm 91, the psalm that I was talking about before, 1 and 2, he says, He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Psalm 59:16. But I will sing of your strength. I will sing aloud of your steadfast warning. For you have been to me a fortress and a refuge in the day of my distress. And then Psalm 5:11. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing for joy and spread your protection over them, for that those who love your name may exalt you. Now that word fortress that you see throughout those, the Hebrew word for that, I'm going to do my best to pronounce it, is Mastin. And what that stands for is it's a castle or a defense or a fortress or a stronghold. If you look at the dictionary definition, it's a person or thing, a fortress is a person or thing not susceptible to outside influence or disturbance. It's isolation,